Well, we're back at the Shark Tooth Creek. The weather's nice and we just got a hankering for shark's teeth again. Even though we got hundreds of them, we just keep coming back here. Creek's up a little. They've had some rain. But check this out, I marked the spot before I grabbed the camera. I think we've already gotten our first, maybe what'll be a Tychotus tooth. If I can even find it again. Right here. Yep. So here's the little Tychotus. Doesn't have much of the root left. Y'all remember them from the last video. Those are the shell crushing sharks. Here's another shark's tooth right here. That one's broke. We won't be keeping that. Starting the day off right. This is a pretty laid back type of hunting. If you got the right gear, elbow pads, knee pads, waders and gloves, it's pretty comfortable because all you're really doing is just crawling around. And we just crawled upon this tooth. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's not bad. I'd say that's a keeper. Here comes another tooth right here. Not too bad. Got a little piece missing right here. We'll throw it in the bag for now. I just rolled up on a big root here, but I bet this one's going to be broke. If it's not, it might be a good one. Dig it out and see. Wow. It's too bad that one's broke right here. That would have been nice. Y'all see this little tooth, this little itty bitty one? That's tiny. It was just stuck in the wall here. I just eyeballed a Tychotus. It's a big one. I can see it and I hadn't even crawled up on it yet. Let's get over here and take a look. Nice tall one. These are easily overlooked by the other fossil hunters. If they're just down here looking for those pointed shark's teeth, they'll miss these Tychotus teeth. They look like rocks. It's got the root and everything. Sweet. I think I've officially come across the biggest tooth I've ever seen up here. Too bad it's broke. Look at the size of this one.
Oh yeah, broken half.
Man, that sucks. That would have been a monster tooth for here. And right by that big tooth where he came out is a smaller one. I think this one's broke too, yep. Got part of the root broke off. And we'll save it for now. Here's a nice black tooth. I hope it's got the rest of the root. No, it's broke. Oh well. This little gravel bar has been a good one so far. Okay, Eric's found something. I hope we can get it on video because they're super small. And these are teeth out of prehistoric ray, Eric, is that right? So this is called, it's some kind of a ray tooth. And it's right where Eric's pointing that stick. They look like little grains of black long grain rice. Actually, I'm glad I got to see one because I haven't got to see one yet.
It's a Tychotrigon triangularis.
Tychotrigon triangularis?
Yeah, something like that.
So it's, let me flick that out. So that's what they look like. They're super tiny.
That's the first one I've actually found outside of sifting.
Yeah, you usually have to sift this soil through classifiers to find these, but there you go. That's a ray tooth.
And actually on the ray teeth,
yeah,
that's
a big one.
It's not the biggest one I've got, but it's a bigger than usual.
While you were explaining that, I found a shark's tooth. Where was it? Here it is. Oh, and he's broke too.
Broke one.
Picked up another one. They're everywhere here, people. Shark's teeth everywhere. Can't even hardly move on this gravel bar without coming across teeth. Here's another one. Let's see if it's got the root. Well, it's got some of it. It's a pretty nice sized tooth. Not too bad. And we didn't even move from this spot. Now this one's complete. This is a nice little tooth right here. It's small, but it's nice. Let me get up here, let's look at it. I'm sure that'll clean off and then it'll be a nice little clean tooth. Cross your fingers, people. I think I just came across an arrowhead. You can see that work tight flint. I don't know. Oh, it's looking like one. Oh, it's a bird point. Oh, yes. That is sweet. Look at this little arrow point. That is nice. I can't, that's twice in a row.
Yeah.
2 trips in a row I've pulled an arrowhead out of this creek. Man. That's a nice little point and it's not broke. Here's another tooth like the one Eric just picked up. This one might be whole. Oh, it is. There you go. You can see how short these actually are and how much Eric's isn't as broke as bad as it looked. This one is complete. That's a cool tooth right there. I just waited from that big sandbar. I thought I'd come over here and check this little section out right here. And as soon as I knelt down, here's a nice big Tychodus tooth, complete. Let me mention something if I haven't already. This creek has got a lot of broken glass in it, and it's turn of the century glass. We found enough, I guess you could say, embossed bottles that were complete enough we can get company names or business names, and we've been able to date this glass in this creek to turn of the century and even before late 1800s. Just like this is an old pharmacy drugstore bottle from the city where we're in right now. And I've walked this creek trying to figure out where the source of all this old glass is coming from. I figured there was one big dump somewhere on this creek, but we've never been able to find it. And we just ran across a local down here hunting shark's teeth. Because like I said, this creek is practically a legend for shark's teeth. It's famous, so everybody hunts here. You run into people all the time. So he told us that he'd been hunting this creek since he was a teenager. So I asked him, you know, if he knew where all this glass was coming from. And he thought it was just individuals throwing glassware in here, you know, through the years in the old days. But he did tell us about a spot, a feeder creek, where the bottles are whole. And there's supposed to be quite a few of them. So we're fixing to leave here and go check that out. See if we can't find some old drugstore bottles. Because this one right here, man, this would have been a nice bottle. Well, we're going to wrap it up here at the in the shop. We stayed out till after dark because those directions that guy gave us to the place where he thought those bottles were, that did actually pan out. We did find a dump. We're going to have to go back and dig that when we have the right gear for it. We didn't expect to find something like that, so we didn't have the right shovels and stuff. But anyway, I ended up today, I got 4 of the Tychodus teeth. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep these even though they're broke just because of their size. And then here's 3 good ones. I'll go ahead and keep those. I did have one decent. I think these are ghost shark teeth. Yeah, a couple of those. So I'll probably keep those. These are all the broken ones that I just threw them in the bag. So we'll be chunking those. The prize for the day was the arrowhead. I think it's probably a little big for a bird point. I said bird point when I pulled it out of the ground, but I'm really not sure if you'd consider one that size a bird point, but it is small. Now I got a little mystery item here. We might need to dissolve that matrix around it and see what that is. When we left that dump, I grabbed this little saucer on the way out. It's laying on the ground. It's kind of cool. I don't know, you could display stuff in it. But anyway, that's from today. I didn't get Eric's stuff because he already left and it was getting late. But he did get he got a lot more Tycotus teeth than I did. He didn't get very many whole teeth like these. But he got a bunch of broken stuff like this. He got a nice bottle when we went over to that other creek where I got this saucer. He got a really nice bottle. It probably dated to the 1920s, but it's a little bit of an oddball, so it was really nice. The hunt's not quite over though, because let me show you what we've done. I brought home a bucket of dirt because Eric, earlier in the video, you saw he found a ray tooth. And those things are super tiny, and Eric used to bring buckets of dirt home, and these buckets of dirt would average about 20 ray tooth per bucket. So I brought a bucket of dirt home. We'll have to go through this. It's really time consuming because the ray teeth are so small, but I'm going to see if I can find me a few ray teeth just to throw in the display case. I don't have any, so I'll try to sift this and classify it and get it down to the right consistency to find the ray teeth in it, and hopefully I can get some of those. We might make a video on it, I don't know. It might be kind of boring, but if it looks like it'll be fun, I'll make a video. But anyway, we'll catch you in the next one.